Let me tell you this, guys. Ichigo lost his Shinigami powers, or not Shinigami, his Quincy powers and his Hollow powers, but for some reason, his Hollow powers came back to him. I'm not going to say how or when or why. His Quincy powers never returned, but his so he was now he's a full-fledged Vizard without any Quincy abilities. So after a while, Ichigo was now the new kingpin of the Soul King, or he was the Soul King himself, which everybody was confused because he didn't have Shinigami abilities, which is wrong because he absorbed his Quincy abilities. Because of how could he defeat Yuhawk and not be a Quincy? Just saying. But it was so small that it wouldn't have mattered. But so let me explain this, or not explain it. So Ichigo's son and Uryu's daughter. I'm not going to explain how this works, but just give me time. And sorry for all your Orihime and Ichigo fans. I'm sorry, I do not like that pairing. It pissed me off that Kubo did it, but I know he was rushed doing it. But he also wanted that pairing more than anything else in the world. And I know for a fact because I saw the interviews. And I mean, come on, Rukia and Renji were you know for a fact that they were going to be a couple. But if Ichigo would have gotten there just a bit faster, maybe, just maybe, he would be able to. So let me let me explain this. So Ruki and Renji. No, I'm not gonna explain ships. I'm not a big shipper, but my character is gonna have a harem in this story, so good luck on that. And Belle is gonna get a girl too. So let me tell you something about this, guys. Naruto or neither Naruto, but Belle Cornell and Ryujin, Lightning Thunder God, Ryujin. I can't spell it. Say it right. Basically, Dragon God of Lightning. It's Ryujin Rai, Kurosaki. Damn, I'm quick. Anyways. So after a while, I was filling out this paperwork and all this other stuff on my character and background and all that. It seemed legit to me. And then I saw something interesting on the sheet, so I had a weird conversation with, what do you mean by wishes? Oh yeah, well, you get 4 wishes no matter what, because you had a holy soul in you. The way you died was not the best way, so we decided to give you 4 wishes. Uh, okay, so let me explain this to you, or not explain this, but let me explain it to myself and basically to you guys. My character, oh, that's not it. There he goes. My character, um, what was his name? Or Ryujin, Ryujin, or no, that's not it. Basically, Ryujin Kurosaki was now being born with a system which he didn't know he had uh, because of something was what was it called? He was he wasn't just any kind of Soul Reaper, Hollow, Quincy, Fullbringer. I decided his Fullbringer will be like a dragon aura or dragon ability. because he loves dragons. And you know what? That would be cool because his Zanpakuto is
These
not
thrall
really a
healers are
dragon,
slower than
but
Argonians in a
it's
beast.
but yeah, he's a very strong person with the ability of a hang on, with abilities that could destroy. And ooh, I never noticed there was a chest here. Let me take that. Let me take that. All right. So what I'm trying to say is, uh, Ryujin Kurosaki is gonna have all the powers, and Rietsu along the way. Anyway, yeah. So Ryujin Rai is gonna be one of those overpowered characters later on in the game, or in the start off. Not right away, but later on, because he still has to work his stats from level one to whatever level, but he still keeps. I don't know if he keeps the other stats or not. It's been a long time since I played it, or played or saw that show. But I'm gonna have to use some mechanics from what is that or show called or not show, the gamer ability. So this might be a good practice leeway for me, since I'm not very good at the gamer ability at all. Anyways, as I was saying, money. As I was saying that Ichigo, or not Ichigo, but Ryujin finally was able to use his system that he got from the god. Even though he didn't wish for it. Oh wait, I skipped a whole bunch of wishes. Sorry about that. I'll explain what the wishes are later, but right now I'll give you four of the wishes abilities. One of them is called Zenkai Boost. The other is to have the ability to use what was it called again? Not magic, or not the meaning of magic, but using his Shinigami, Hollow, and Quincy powers without going to soul suicide. Kind of like how Ichigo, uh, they don't want him going to soul suicide either. Within him to give him chakra, so that way he can use both Dragon Slayer, or not Dragon Slayer, both chakra and Rio, or whatever it's called. And the wish number three was to have the dragons that he wanted in him be called Bahamut, and along the way, Bahamut would give. Did I go the wrong way? No, I didn't. It's over here. Would be giving him the the sleeping powers, and will actually help him achieve Dragon Slayer abilities in his sleep, so that way he can get gain abilities that no one else thought possible. So after a while, everybody was like, "What do you mean by that?" You'll find out what I mean soon enough. So, so after a while, Naruto, uh, not Naruto, fuck. Sorry, my brain is not working right now. Okay, what is this in here for? Okay, weird. Anyways, when Ryujin finally did all of his stuff, or Brandon, I should say, which is me, got all his stuff ready, the Zenkai boost, the Dragon Slayer magic, and Chakra, and Ryuk,
I've never seen anything quite like
and
that.
anything else he had ever seen before. was now an amazing thing because he had the ability to uh, kick some major tush because he's strong enough now to strongest. He's basically stronger than stronger than a lot of people. His abilities. Now let's go to. Wait, hang on. I'm dead. Not. Just kidding. Anyways, there's not. Erosions. There's Norm Brandon was almost done with his character sheet. Hang on, let me pickpocket him real quick. Search his chest. I don't need that. I am a water breather. Anyways, as I was saying, uh, Ichigo was looking at his son, or going to be looking at his grandson's new protege of a grandson. His other grandson wasn't that. Let's just say he wasn't very fond of him. His grandson, but his great grandson would leave the world in shock in the universe that he sent his grandson to, who fell in love with a woman named uh shit. It wasn't a god, so but he she was a Quincy kind of type, but nonetheless she had a Quincy ability, which manifested Quincy powers inside of Rouge, only except for the Quincy powers are more like magic. And nobody noticed this, but Ichigo looked at the thing again and saw it was a female version of a character that was in a different universe. Their name was Archer, Emiya, but this one was a female version of it. So how could his son fall in love with somebody that from a different universe? He would never know. Yeah, I know. Unlimited Blade Works woman style. I don't remember where it came from. It's been a long time since I watched Fate series, but I do like the Unlimited Blade Works. But this time it's different since Archer Emiya will be his news. And let me tell you something, guys. Archer Emiya is not a bad guy anymore. I mean, he's a counter guardian, but he doesn't want to kill his own uh, or his his what do they call it anymore? I'm blowing drawing blanks. Alternate universe self that's a woman, and now he's sealed inside of the brat that he thought was his own doing. So in a way, his inner world is a reality marble, half a reality marble, and half of not skyscrapers, but uh, dark. It was pitch black as night, and the dragon is the representation of the moon, named Rugetsu. I forgot to tell you guys that the dragon's name, since he's born with dragon or Getsu is in his name, they can all use Getsu Tensho, even freaking Aizen if he knew how to do it. Aizen's stupid ass. Anyways, going back to what I was saying, as all these plot points were coming up, thank God Aizen's not longer in this world, but we'll get to that later. Archer Emu was now stuck inside of the toddler, or, but he kept sensing that this toddler is not to be trifled with. That's when he met the Shinigami Quincy and Hollow Power being known as Rugetsu. She only needs her Shikai. You want to know why? Because her Shikai is freaking boss as hell. She's a speed type, or not speed type. She's a melee. What would they call them again? Melee, elemental, and a melee elemental. What was the last one? overpowered, but she has to be. She has to learn to. You have to learn to trust her, and she trusts you. Even with all this power, if you get corrupted now, you are no. You have no rights to give orders to her or demand respect for her. It's just like that. You guys have a mutual understanding. Since she has all three powers within her being, and yes, she's a dual wield Zanbakuto, but that is not what Ichigo looks. It's not like Ichigo's what his looks like. Basically, it's his Arankar. Oh
Faendal thinks
shoot!
he can move Camilla Valerius away from me. She's already mine, I can
You
tell.
there. You're the one they call You're lying. When Lord Mirak
they're
appears,
reforming the
all shall bear witness.
Vampire.
None shall... Ah! Oh.
Bitch, please. Hang on, guys. Alright, that's it. I'll do that later. So, as soon as everything was said and done, baby me coming out. Oh, finally, I did all that paperwork for nothing.
Been poking around. Attic room, eh? Well, we don't have an attic room, but you can have the one on the left. Make yourself at home.
Which one? Which one? There's two. This one? What the hell are you doing? What the hell is she doing?
Give me a mug of ale.
Coming right up.
Which one do I go into? I'm not in the right room. That's funny. Anyways, so, and I need a drink.
So you're the Dragonborn I've been hearing so much about.
So after a while,
I think you're looking for this. We need to talk. Follow me.
all right. So, anyways, after I was walking towards
We got rooms and food. Drink, too.
what was it called again? Sorry,
Ain't
guys,
much
my
else to tell.
language. I went to go. I went to go.
Close the door.
I went to
Now
go.
we can talk.
Now I went to my what was it called? Or my inner world for since I was a kid, since I was growing up. Now I'm 3 years old and everything. Man, I can't really speak right now. I'm trying to remember everything. Just give me a minute.
The Greybeards seem to think you're the Dragonborn. I hope they're right. I hope so.
So let me think. So Ichigo, or not Ichigo,
I
Rujin.
just handed you the horn of Jurgen Windcaller. Does that make me Dragonborn too? It was the only... I am not your enemy. Like I said
So
in my
as
note,
I was,
I've heard that you might be Dragonborn.
my brain.
I'm part of a group that's been looking for you.
My
Well, someone like you for a very long
my character
time.
finally
If
woke
you really
up
are Dragonborn, that is.
and he saw
Before
himself
I tell you
older
any
again,
more, I
and
need to make
he
sure I
was
can
looking
trust
at
you.
what baffled him. Half of the world was in darkness, but not too much dark. There was still a moon in the sky, but
We remember what most don't. That the Dragonborn is
shit.
the ultimate dragon slayer.
So when I was
We're
just
the
going
only
out
one
of my
that can
way,
kill a dragon
damn it,
from
this is
within,
hard.
devouring
I'm
its
trying to
soul.
listen to the game and
Can you
play
do it?
talk at the same time.
Can
It's
you
not.
devour a dragon's soul? Good. And you'll have a chance to prove it to me soon enough. I shouldn't let you walk out of here knowing what you know. But I guess even my paranoia has its limits. You know where to find me when you change your mind.
Wait.
I'm part of a group that's... If you really are Dragonborn, that is. Before I tell you any more, I need to make sure I can trust you. Dragons aren't... They weren't... Now something's happening to bring them back to life. And I need... I figured out... We're going to go there, and you're going to kill that dragon. Kynes Grove. There's an ancient I need. If my analysis is correct, the dragon buried. Let's get going.
Move! I'm going to kill me a freaking dragon. Alright, so I'm like, whoa, why is it so dark here? Is this my inner world? And then I hear giggling from the sun or from the moon as the dragon took form or took flight from its perch on the crescent side was a beautiful female woman that looked very vaguely familiar to a Zombato I created a long time ago, but I couldn't match her up with anybody in my powers. She's just so OP. She's like, well, thank you. That's flattery. I'm like, you, you're my Zombato? Yeah, that's right. Rugetsu. I almost said the wrong name. So Ryujin, what are you come here? No way, Rugetsu. You heard my name. That's awesome. Yeah, sure the hell was awesome. I just wanted to let you guys know that, or let you know that I'll be taking good care of you. But where's my Quincy spirit? Wasn't he supposed to be down here as well? What do you mean, Quincy spirit? You have an archer spirit. Say what now? You mean a guy from from Fate's? Or, yeah, your mom wasn't the best at hiding her powers, there, young one.
Salokonier, Zil Grotova Ursa,
Oh, it's Alduin.
Slend,
But
Ball.
anyways, as I was coming out of the that's cool. Whoa, that's cool. So as I was walking my way,
Alduin Thuri, Boanti Bokri Has Rixejun Kuzig, Ger Salokonier, Kalimir, Forlosai Domakin, Zuu, Korar Nid Nol Dove to High. Such arrogance.
I'll be damned. You did it.
no.
That's above.
Oh, okay, so
So
uh,
you really are.
I was looking at this beautiful woman, and then this guy who reminded me of Fate Stay Night. Why are you here, Mister Counter Guardian, Emiya? You see, I was sealed inside of you
Uh,
by the
it's
power of
true, isn't it?
the Archer of the
You
Alternate
really
Timeline that
are
was female.
Dragonborn. I owe you some answers. Go ahead. Whatever you want. I'm one of the... A very long... For the last... Now
But
that dragons are coming
so
back, our
you
purpose
want
is
me to
clear
trust you?
again.
Yeah, you
We
have a
need
lot of
to
magic
stop.
power, or not
Not
magic
a
power,
damn
but a lot
thing.
of this
I
Ruka
was just as
chakra.
surprised as you to find that big black dragon here. Really?
I was.
Where? Interesting. Damn it. We're blundering around in the dark here. We need to figure out... Exactly. We used... For the last... But we never found one. The first thing... The Thalmor are our best lead. If they aren't involved... Before the Great... Our Grandmaster... So we
Hang on,
fought them in the
guys. Just
shadow.
give me a second.
Before the Great War, the Blades helped the Empire against the Thalmor. The first thing we need to do is figure out who's behind... The Thalmor are our best lead. The faction that rules the Aldmeri Dominion. The ones who almost
Alright,
destroyed the Empire during the Great War 30 years back. Nothing solid. The Empire, and now the... Who else gains from that but the Thalmor? If we... Problem is that place is locked... I'm not... Meet me back. Keep an eye on the sky. This is only going to get worse.
So I was going to.
What do you need, Dragonborn?
So I was. What the hell? Who the hell is this guy? What happened to his clothes? He had too much of a party. Anyways, let me just say this, and let me take a break from the game. As soon as I got my headset differently. My character is is now looking at an archer, from the Fate series, who was sealed within my character as a spirit to help him with his archery and whatever. But this is not just luck. This was just something that the gods or the god that reincarnated my character thought of and gave him an special amount of magic or circuits kind of flowing through them, kind of like chakra and stuff like that. And having a tailed beast is not too far fetched away. When I get done with this series of fan fiction, we're just gonna probably gonna take all night. So I hope you guys enjoy this really, really much. I know I keep rambling or rambling, but I'm trying to get this story started, or not started, but picked up. So when I wake up from my nap and I wake up from my inner world, I'm a kid again. Like son of hell, why do I have to wait for like ever to be an adult? Well, as I was looking around, I was like 3 years old. I'm like, wait a minute, did I just skip about 3 years of my life in my inner world? We slowed it down and outs or in here, so that way you can, so we could talk about whatever you wanted for 3 years. And by the way, you have the Hodioku built into you. I'm like, why? Why would I need the Hodioku? It's to help regulate the system. What time? What? How old do I have to be when I unlock the system? God said about um hmm. Sorry guys. About when you and Belle go to the uh, dungeon area or dungeon town area. I don't know what it's called. Sorry, I can't pronounce it right now. I know a lot of other places in that town is called. So since I'm 3 now and Belle is just born, and his parents died along the way, so it's just me, Belle, and Zeus. Zeus looks at me and sees me fighting, but like he sees me fighting, but he's like, why is he fighting? Nothing's there. Nothing's there. I'm just shadow. I'm using the shadow kind of boxing style, but it wasn't boxing. It was more of not just kickboxing either. It was all kinds of martial arts, but more specifically, my adrenaline rush instinct, and with everything else involved, my hollow gave me tougher skin. My Quincy or should I say Mungus powers gives me the the better version of reinforcement magic for my heal already, so I don't have to worry about dying of horrible death. And my last one is Shinigami pressure, spirit pressure on my body, so that way I can block hits even stronger than my own. So yeah, basically I'm pretty OP if I know how to train. But I can't use it to its full extent yet because I'm still a little kid. So after I was boxing the creatures that are not there but there, and then I'm tired out 'cause I'm still 3 years old, so I'm still trying to get my body used to the power within me and with all my abilities and strengths, weaknesses, and all that good stuff. I finally found. Uh, it's been 13 years after that day, or 14 years. I mean, 14 years since that day, and I've been training nonstop. My muscles look big, and I look very strong. I promised Bell to not leave his side because today's the day Grandpa died, and I know Grandpa would have been mad at me if I didn't stay by my brother's side. I adopted Bell as my adopted brother, so even before Gramps called it, I still call Zeus Gramps, even though I knew who he was. And I confronted him about it. He seemed pretty chill about it at first, and he never told me who my parents were. He never knew who they were in the first place. But I get these strange feelings in my chest that they loved me too much. And once my mom died at childbirth, and my dad went on a rampage in the dungeon and got himself killed by a being that no one can destroy, and nobody knows about this fight, but Zeus. He was the highest ranking person out there, but he didn't have his sheet, you know, it's testified. So when my body was now buffing, I was kind of lean built, not just for speed. I was also built for strength too. I was like Lee, but not on steroids. I looked like, but my hair was white, and I had so much power, and I've been using my tracing, so that way I don't have to use my Zanpakuto ability until I go to the dungeon. It's not her fault. She told me it's not my fault. She didn't want me to use her just yet, since she basically stops time for a split second when I use my sword. That's the Quincy ability in her. The Hollow and Shinigami part of her is just like, you're going to kill a lot of people if you use this around them. But I figured it out that the Hoyoku is actually trying to maintain balance between the two of them, so that way I'm not too overpowered. But with 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 magic coming up into play, I had Dragon Slayer magic just like my mother, who was among us, who could use magic, but a different kind of among us. She used Dragon Slayer magic in her own way, kind of like how Fairy Tale does, but she was also a since she was a archer spirit from another timeline, and I don't know how I came here to be. Anyways, skipping all that, I was now stronger than Bell, but you might not look at Bell is also strong too. He he's been training with me, and then we both looked at each other. Why don't we look so strong? Like we've been training half of our lives away. Well, for me at least, I'm getting muscle. Why aren't you getting stronger, Bell? I don't know. So me and Bell went to Orono, I think it was called. They get this sign up for being Avengers. Him for the ridiculous being harem guy. Me for being a hero to any woman that needs help. Or men, I don't care. But if they try to date me, get the fuck away from me, kind of thing. Sorry, get the bleep away from me. Sorry about that. But anyways, so I was walking down with Belle to the not the Minecraft, but the the gate. There we go, Minecraft. Wow, that was really bad. To the gate of Urano, and we paid our fine, and we went in and got to the Pantheon Guild. See, like I said, I know that, and Bobble Tower was at before that, but me and Bell don't look like Avengers. Well, I do. He doesn't. We still haven't figured out why though yet. So we came up to the receptionist. I don't remember her name. I think it was Marsha and Rose and Miss I, not Eyes, but Ina, who was our advisor. And we were looking for after we got everything set up at um, the what is it called, guys? The Pantheon Guild set up. There we go. Now we had to look for a goddess. So me and Belle were looking all over for a goddess that could or give us Flana and Excelia, so that way we could go to the dungeon. And we came to this woman who looked like she was about to kill over, with no one accepting her request. Me and Belle said, "Let's go." We both looked at each other. Let's go. Knowing my luck, we found Hestia on the verge of tears, and she was the last person I could think of that would accept us. As my sexy, now sexy skin or not, muscular body, which is open thanks to a shirt because I'm always burning with magic and other elements that I don't need a shirt anymore. Just open chested. You know, I'm like, I'm beefy. I have a six pack. Well, more of it, not an 8 pack, but yeah, I don't know if that's possible. I also got a nice, got my Rankar sword on my hip, who, by the way, is still sleeping, and Rugetsu on my back, as she's tethered up with a cloth, and I have. I don't need a. I didn't use my bow because I could just create it, and I could shoot things from a distance, from a long, far away distance. Like I said, Asher, I mean, his powers as well as he was sealed within me, along with or I forgot to say this, but Bahamut's my master in elemental control of Dragon Slayer elements. But he was a punk training me though. It was like trying to punch a dragon with his own magic and breaking your arm off. Yeah, he knew that my hollow would regrow my arm back and did it again. That, never mind. But anyways, it hurt like hell. But my high speed regeneration is more instant regeneration now. Along the lines with my Hiyori is tougher than anything. My dad could bite me now. I keep saying my dad, he kind of adopted me. His name, Bahamut, really is a strong dragon. He's the god dragon of all elements, so I guess that is something right there. So, and I can also, he's the only one that's seen me mix his elements together to make better elements. And he says, I never thought of doing that, but I can't do that since I'm just a regular elemental dragon. It comes naturally, but I never thought it would work. So he relied on his son to make different types of magic, but he can't use them like I can, which is weird. But then he sealed himself inside of me to stop dragonification, he told me. As I finally got that and went to meet Grandpa that same day. Uh, I was think 10 at the time. Yeah, and Bell was 7. He came. We came. I came back. He said, "Where were you?" I'm like, "I was training, Grandpa. I have the power of a dragon." Like, no way. I'm like, "Fire dragon, iron fist," and he blocked it with his fist or with his hand and said, "That's a good reflex, kid. You always looking out for me, Grandpa. You damn Skippy I am." So after flashback over, we see Hestia going over Bill's stats, and she wasn't. She was mildly impressed because of his magic was it was incredible. I didn't know Bell had magic in this one, but then again, it is an alternate world, so I didn't think much about it. Then she went to use me. I'm like, oh no, this is gonna be bad. I forgot about my uh, zinc I boost, my gaming ability, my uh, what other one did I get? It's a skill. It's a skill like Bell's Bahamut's teachings. This is not going to be good. So I took my shirt off. My body is built like a freaking strong ass dragon. Not like that dragon was weak, but yeah. Anyways, I mean, it wasn't like too buff, but it was buff enough where I had broader shoulders. My muscles like Goku kind of, but not to an extreme. So me laying down, she felt my back like it was carved by the gods themselves. I'm like, Hestia, can we hurry up and do this? I'm getting embarrassed here. She's like, I'm so sweet and innocent. Like, you're just one of a kind in my head. And as she poked her finger and blood dripped on my back, giving me her blessing, and when she put the stat paper in front of me, she was like, "Are you sure you're just a level 1 adventurer?" Yeah, I haven't. I just got here with Belle. What? You and Belle has separate, unique abilities. And she showed me my stats. All right, this is gonna be hard. All except magic were the same as canon, or same as if you were a level 1. But magic, out of this world. And I can't tell you because there's question marks there. Um, and then it goes down to my skills, which are Dragon Slayer, Dragon Slayer arts, which is magic. It has parentheses and magic there. Soul Reaper slash Hollow abilities, which are in parentheses. Magic and physical stats arise. Last one threw me off. You reality marble locked. I'm like, oh boy. Thanks, Shira Emiya. You're welcome. Shut up. I said in my head. No problem, dude. Shut up. I said in my head again. What is a reality marble? I can't tell you because I don't even know. I forgot, guys. Don't judge me. I know it's something that Shira Emiya can do. So, anyways, I'm like, you didn't see the rest of your skills. What's a Sero? What's a Genrai Sero? What's all this Rietsu stuff? I'm like, calm down, Hestia. It's just how I was born. I'm not from the same family Belle was from. We're brothers, but we're not blood related. What? Yes, we're brothers. Grandpa was our only father figure we had, and he died on a trailer, and we haven't seen him since. So we went here when Belle hit 14. When Grandpa died, so we decided to leave the village before a certain proverbial goddess found out. What do you mean a proverbial goddess? Where is my Belkun and Ryujin kid? Oh no, she found us. Belt, we gotta hide. That sounded like Hestia. Is that you? Why are you in this dump of a church? She asked. I'm like, you two know each other? Yeah, we're best friends. If you haven't noticed yet, guys, this goddess is Atarasu, and she likes Bell because he's a big ball of sunshine. She likes my character because he's a he's got determination of never giving up, but he also has the ability to be not get hurt by her sun rays. His sun, the element of the sun doesn't really bother me. If I was Escanor, then that would be a big boo boo right there. She would summon her sun and just it'd blow me up. Never mind. Anyways, I'm not going to be the one that would put her down in her place. That'd be wrong. That's why I don't like Escanor's abilities sometimes. Make me too prideful than I actually am. So, you found us, Aunt Antarasu. Antarasu-sama, is that really you? Yes, it is me, Belle. Or, not Belle. Uh, Hestia. How are you doing? I'm doing fine. Where were you the past, whatever, how many years? I was here and looking for children that could handle being around here. I didn't expect my two favorite children to run away from the village after their grandpa died. Who is their grandpa? Not information you don't need to know. One of them does know, the other doesn't. I'll explain later. She's like, okay. So after a while, me and Belle and Trasu were catching up. So how did you find us? One of you bought a book without me realizing it. A book. You mean this one? You know that's an empty grimoire, right? What's it? What is that? I don't know what this part is, but I got it from somebody, so that way I can have another goddess give me their blessing, and they can work together. Hurrah! So that way Hestia doesn't get in debt. You'll find out in a minute. Hestia, did you already give them your blessing? Yeah. Now it's my turn. What? That empty grimoire will unlock if I gave them my blessing too. So she did, and she was mildly impressed that both Antarasu and Hestia were both fire goddesses and hearth. but Amaterasu is the goddess of the sun in Shinto, but we'll get to that later. And then Belle's like, bro, we're so screwed if we can. Yeah, don't worry about it, Belle. I said in my mind, he shut up. You could talk to me if in my mind. Not the answer right now. So, Amaterasu is saying, how did you find us? I, you know, dragon slayers can't outrun their destiny. So you knew that my grandpa knew that I was a dragon slayer. You're the last of your kind. But I don't know who my father was. He was a great man. Although he died and went to Soul Society to be a Soul Reaper and came back to see her mom again. And then she had pregnant with you and sealed another archer inside you because she was dying. She couldn't survive. That's why you have an archer spirit in you from that time and place. Creepy old troll bastard, she said to herself. Anyways, you both are getting stronger with this. And by the way, Belle, take care of your brother, and you too, Ruru. Take care of your brother. Yes, ma'am. Good. Me and Hesty have a long talk ahead of us, so you might want to go to the guild hall and get suited up for everything. So me and Belle did. Me and Belle went to the Pantheon Guild and gave them all the paperwork that Hesty had finished and gave them our stats and to Ina, and she was looking at Belle like he was out of this world. But when she saw mine, she was like, "How?" Yeah, I'll tell you next time. Wink at her and left. Rosa, who was half werewolf, bumped into me. Not Belle, but Belle was already gone. He was waiting to go in the dungeon. Rosa, I think her last, I can't remember, but she bumped into me. We both fell on the floor. I looked up. I'm like, "Hey, beautiful, how you doing?" "What do you mean, how I'm doing?" You bumped into me. I think it's the other way around. You weren't a cop of field, mine. Never mind. Never mind. Anyways, jokes aside, how are you? How is my favorite werewolf doing? Wolf girl. Nothing bad. It's been a while since I've seen you around here. You know each other? She used to work. She used to be in our village before we had to move away from that one. Yeah, it was a long time ago though. How old are you now? 17. Oh wow. Where's Belle? Oh crap. Belle, wait up! And he darts out of the freaking uh, Pantheon Guild and follow Belle to the Babel. Belle, where the hell are you? I was looking all over the dungeons as I see magic stones and I'm picking them all up. I'm strategically just like a fast hyena as I'm using flash step, just grabbing all the magic stones that he has killed. And then I hear a very high pitched scream. I'm like, Belle found him in the dungeon. As I use flash step to get there quicker, and I slice the Minotaur's head off. Even though I'm a level 1, doesn't mean you get to with my friends, which increases my stats. But when I said I chopped his head off, I missed a little bit. I cut off his horns, if that makes you happy. But I was like, damn, I finally got him. And then next thing you know, me and this giant freaking overlooking Minotaur were looking at each other very menacingly. You, oh, you're approaching me when you can just run away? I can't beat the crap out of you without getting closer, said the Minotaur. Oh, then come as close as you like. A JoJo reference. So, this is the Minotaur. We were just punching each other, punching each other, punching each other, punching each other. It was like a full-on brawl. It was like getting to a part where the faster our punches went. It was like All Might and freaking Nemu were there for a second. It was just like, and there were shockwaves, and the freaking Minotaur did not want to die. So I did something that no one thought I was able to do. I am the bone of my sword. Yeah, it worked. I used the Cusio Becchio and sliced the freaking Minotaur head off, and a sweet sensation fell over me. I did it, and then I fell face first on the ground, knocked unconscious, because it was my first time unlocking my Mungus powers, I guess you could call them. And even though I had a lot of it, I still have no control over them yet, so it's gonna drain me a little bit if I'm not training in them. Then Bell comes out of nowhere and he's like, "Hey, what happened to the Minotaur? Where's my brother?" Oh my God, what did you do to the Minotaur, bro? We had an all-out epic battle. Where the hell were you, screaming like a little bitch? Hey, I might be strong, but you're stronger than me. Yeah, that's true. But don't you dare consider this a all the time thing. Women don't like weak willed men. I'm going to take a nap now. As I fall head first on the ground, as Belle sees eyes. Did you kill the Minotaur? She asked. My brother Belle. Brother didn't. She looked at me sleeping. Shh. Stupid Belle. Made me work too damn hard. Shh. I was just mumbling in my sleep, cursing Belle out. So your name's Belle? Belle Cornell. What's his name? Rue Kodasaki. That's his shorter name. His real name is Ryujin Kodasaki. I never heard of that name before. She's never heard of my dad or mom. Damn. Well, at least I saved my brother, so that's that makes me happier. So, can you pick me up, Belle? I did go toe to toe with a Minotaur with bare hands, and I'm still hurting from it. I'm surprised you're not dead. Once you get strong enough where he is, even though he might be a level 1, he still has a lot of other unique abilities that I don't even know. What do you mean? I can't tell you. He's sleeping again, and he's heavy. Here, let me help you. Holy crap, what is he wearing? Training weights? Training weights? How much? 200 each arm, 200 each leg, 500 each on my chest. Oh, 200 on my chest. Plus a 10 times or 20 times gravity seal on my body. Dude, no wonder why you're so freaking heavy. Get those off. Can't. Training. He takes training seriously, or else he would have the turrets, but he's not ready to take them off yet. He hasn't even been able to reach the adventurer level, and nobody would believe him that he's wearing weights because they match his suit so well. And his stomach abs, those are real abs. Yeah, he doesn't take off his shirt. That's where all the weight is. Holy crap. And he has more power in his left hand and right hand than I do in my own body. I won't cut your self short, Bill. Please, let's hurry up and go to Goddess Atarasu and Hesia's base. Okay? As they walked me back to the base. You overdid it again, Rougen. I had no choice. Bell ran forward to when we left the freaking guild, so I had to run after him and pick up all of my magic stones that Bell has to carry over there and get some magic stones out of it after I went on full on head to head with a Minotaur with a full out battle with 200 weights on each arm and a 200-pound chest on my chest. 200 pounds on my chest with a 20 times gravity seal on me. So yeah, I'm pretty tired. How are you not extremely passing out? That's the thing. This is just a light exercise. That fight though made me realize I need to get stronger. But first, quick nap. As he fell down face again, he's first on the ground and a big air wave came out. Everybody was just looking at him. He was just smiling like he was not a care in the world. But thanks for this little fight, though. He didn't lose any HP, but he gained a lot of strength, speed, some dex, and agility. Some what's that other one? Defense and attack went up as well. So yeah, he's getting stronger, but I don't know. Let's see here. They all start at I. And plus his Zenkai boost would boost it up to 2 times or 3 times if it's near death, but this is not. It was a means to save his brother, but he's just dead tired, so he pushed past his limit. I'll give that a 2 times .5. So 2 times .5. And for his attack or his strength would be around. Man, I hate my phone. My brain's not working as a calculator right now. Alright, let's see here. They're. I found it. I know it's on here somewhere. There it is. There we go. So he got F in strength. No, since he's got that, I'm gonna get him in strength because it's gonna be downgraded. So his A is 900. No, let's say E. Let's go to E 560. His defense, since he was punching a Minotaur, his defense went up to D to 625. Agility is B to 890. Um, Vert went from. Oh no, his magic is question marks, so and it's beyond what anybody thought. Endurance, dexterity. Oh, agility. It went up from C to B, so 825. Okay. Strength went up to C. No, A 95. And magic went up to A 950. Endurance went to B 890. Dexterity went up to C 80. Agility went to C 80 as well. Okay. And that was with him pushing past his limits. So as Hestia was doing his system or his stat system, she was like, "Wow, that's a lot." That was a lot. So yeah, that was a lot of math I had to do. But after a while, Bell and Ryujin uh, was, well, Rouge and Hestia were, even Teresa was shocked that this boy had enough power to carry all that stuff on him.
I've never seen you before. Leave me alone. My pa runs this town, and you're going to be in big trouble if you mess with me.
Anyways, hurts. So after a while, me and my friends go to shit. Give me a second, guys. As is this maybe sound ridiculous, but yeah, he got overpowered real quick. His flash step went up to 2 points, or not 2 points, but 2 levels or 2 to 3 levels. So he was using flash step to catch up to Bell. That's why he's out of breath and very hard to control his Ryutsu when he's using it. And his Ryutsu went up a lot, or his magic basically. Nobody else knows why he has no magic, or he has magic, but it's in question marks. So that leads him to think that he has infinity magic, which they're not wrong. He could switch his magic around from Ryoka to magic to anything, but right now he's just getting used to everything else. Man, this is a good story, but I suck at it. I gotta go. Anyways, I have to use the bathroom.